My favorite NPCs here. The burb. Oh, actually, I have a good news because my cat's pee results came back. The cat that has kidney issues. And judging by his pee results, he doesn't have kidney issues. So it was just the blood result that went bad, and we will repeat it in 3 weeks to see if we need to adjust the meds or if that was only like a temporary crash down. But the vet is even more optimistic than he was before, so that relieved some of my stress slightly. Like, getting any good news right now is so good. Like, I could feel the stress evaporating from me partially, but it was still good. Hermione? That's really what they call freaking Paimon? I did not remember that they were calling Paimon to Hermione. Yeah, Kata will be okay. I also talked about the other cat, right? The Georgette, the one that looks like a bread loaf. And I mean, she suffers the most stress right now because keep in mind she lost her brother 2 years ago, and now like my mom moved out for work, and my stepdad did what he did when I was gone. So she's still cheerful kitten, but she's visibly stressed. And I agreed with the doctor to give her some like herbal medication to ease her down a bit. And with mom, we talked that she will not be taking her in September, but like in 2 or 3 months to her. So she has like some time to like adjust to the recent changes before she has more changes in her life. But she'll be fine. She's sleeping with me every day. She's very, 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 I forgot the word, that's why I'm stuck in the very, very loop. Cuddly. Like, to the point that I cannot sleep because she wants to be cuddled and fondled, and I do not get to sleep. Also, the other good thing is that after 3 days at work of trying to create the APK file, which is a file that if you have an Android phone, you can usually download from Google Play, or you can download it from the web and just install the contents on your device. So I managed for 3 days to generate that stuff, but that's been hell. I still need to do it to iOS, and iOS app is simply just not working on me, like the iOS variant of the app. So that was that was tiring, but at least part of it is already behind me, so at least we got that. When it comes to Kakuku, I definitely prefer his English voiceover. Why are we here? Just to red? No! We're here to experience the new Archon quest of Genshin. In the summer event. We're not gambling. I mean, I'm not gambling. The current banner is nothing I will vote. The current banner is nothing I want. Because we got the new character that I'm not really interested in, and the other... What do you mean 5%? That it works like that? I didn't know. Congrats. Congrats on learning something and teaching me something about the bot. Paimon speaks. Keep in mind that the voice actor for Paimon changed in English voiceover. She's British now. Oh, don't worry. Just be mindful when you use them around. Although if the sound is weird, let me know because I'm still like, I mean, my previous headset died and now I'm using another one and it messes up with my settings. I think you're still on cooldown. No way, brah. Oh, he had like this weird accent, Kakuku in English. No way, brah. I remember he said that to Neuvillette and that just broke me. It's just the universe telling you to be mindful with your points. Did he just die? She knows about me? I mean, everyone knows about me, right? But she referred to me with my own name. Oh my dear lord. Ah! I have this feeling that the sound might be slightly off. But maybe I'm tripping. Ouch. That is clearly rigged.
Ifa, そっちはどうだ? 彼女の容体は?
なんとも言えないな。あんたらもちょっと見てくれ。緊急時は竜医でも人を見たりはするが、今回は。
I'm qualified for this.
これは機械？
機械仕掛けの人形？新型の非現機兵か?
I don't know if I'm tripping or if the sound is kinda echoey. Or maybe it's just me. Okay, then I guess I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just tripping. In order to enhance it has to be selected as a report system playback device. Okay, let's see. Let me check one thing. We'll see.
これを見てくれ。彼女の近くにあったんだ。この絵、
Show me the. What? He said that this is us. I mean, that looks like a person walking under the moon. Maybe that's because we are going into this whole moon lore, right? Now it's a bit quiet. Sure, I'll make it a bit louder.
面倒だな。壊した方が早いんじゃないか?
かがり木の旅で似たようなもんを見たが、こういうのは重要な手紙を送るときに使われる。パスワードを間違えたり、無理やり開けたりすると、中の仕掛けが作動する。
Okay, so if this is a message that's supposed to be for me, I should be able to open it, right? I mean, that was clearly a Fatui member. 100% sure. Okay, now we have to go to Narnia. That's so far away. That is so far away. You know, so the headset I was using so far with the cable was the Razer Kitty, right? And before I got the Razer Kitty, the one that had a cable, I had my Razer Kitty Bluetooth version, the pink one. And overall, I'm satisfied with it, and I was satisfied with it. But the reason I turned to the cabled one is that there is one thing wrong about this headset. When it reaches the low battery mode, it starts to say low battery every like 2 minutes. And even if I plug it in and it gets to 100%, it will continue telling me low battery, and I would have to like restart it multiple times. And during that time, I was playing a lot of MMO and I was permanently using my headset. So for example, when I was stuck in a raid, after a few hours, it would just start being like low battery, and that would just make me so angry and so unfocused.
シロネんてっきり昼寝中かと思ったが珍しいな。
ナビカが帰ったと思ったら
I'm kind of thinking when I'll be making the chibi Nyaehh model to make the top of the ears slightly rounded. Not like the pointy, but slightly rounded. I kind of like the rounded eyes and ears in cats. I love hearing low battery over my song while listening to... Yeah, and now imagine you're in a raid. Someone is like, oh, go to this corner, do this, now we need a buff, or care, or something like that. In the middle of that, along with battle music and raid music, you get low battery. Few seconds, low battery. Oh. I failed one of the deathless runs for Heltan in Lost Ark because I was pissed because I was hearing low battery all the time. And I didn't have any other headset that I could switch to at that point. I use a wireless headset, and when I do long sessions, I just have 10-ear headphones for the charging time. Yeah, the problem is that with this headset that I'm currently using, the wireless one, I need to actually plug it before it gets to that point, because it then gets stuck in that low battery notification forever.
中身はおそらく暗号術あんたなら銃でバンって開けると思ったけどちょっと見せて
What? A Fontanian cipher disc, a metal case from Nyaehh.
いろんな技術が使われてるみたいだからすぐには無理かも分解した時点で中身がダメになる可能性だってここまでしてあんたに手紙を書いたってことはすごいだならこの伝達師にパスワードを教えてもらうしかないな胸元のパーツは非元気兵のコアに似てなくもないけど他のはあなたじゃ見たことないね
But funnily enough, I bought earphones, the wireless earphones on Temu for €5. And I've been using them for 3 months at this point, and quality is more than agreeable for that price, and the battery life is even more than agreeable for that price. Like without like on one charge, I used it all the way on my trip one way to Zippy a few days ago, and back, which both travels were like one was like 4 hours. 5 hours, and the other one was 7 hours. And I'm like, so wait, 5 plus 7 is like what? 12 hours. So I used it for 12 hours without a break, and it didn't even go close to the low battery for €5. I think it was even less than €5. Like, they are amazing. Their case is so freaking cheap that I'm scared that every time I touch it, it will break because it's such a cheap plastic, but like the way they work is wow. It's kind of the same with my drawing tablet, right? It was also like piss cheap, like 13 euros. And it does its work better than I expected. Also, that music in game was so unfitting for the scene.
に刺激を与えてみたらなんか成功したみたい。白い飛行物、金髪の
White flying object.
オイラたちのことわかるのか？白い飛行物と金髪の旅人に手紙を届ける。手紙を確認。
Technology has come a long way, magic.
賢そうな人形だな。じゃあこの暗号術のパスワード？そんなに賢く記憶にありません。
Oh, you guys are kidding me. Also, I need to slightly tweak the design, right? Because Nyaehh is wearing a hanfu. But as we know through the lore, she's stuck in a cyberspace. So I need to like figure out how to embed that into her design without making it look weird. I've seen a model that combines traditional Chinese outfit with the cyber thingies, and there's like a pre-made model that you can get on Etsy, and it looked actually pretty cool, but too futuristic for me. So I have a lot of creative work to do.
一筋縄じゃいかなそうだね。二人の他に覚えてることは？名前？
Jeez, she doesn't remember her name.
家に帰るとか言ってたが、家はどこだ？思い出せるか？
家に帰る。
Oh, she breaking.
記憶にありません。
Make her part. Yeah, but that wouldn't be that visible from the outside, right? And being in the cyberspace is not really being a robot. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe some ornaments on her outfit that resemble like circuits. Maybe some small accessories. I don't want too many accessories though. I was thinking about giving her a fan that could also have like some circuits on it, but I'll think about it. But that I will start in like I guess 2 weeks because I'll have pretty busy next 2 weeks. And then I will have some more time because first of all I will have a lot of administrative stuff done. I will have majority of my cat's checkups done, and I will be after the initial release of the application, so I should have more time in theory. I mean, I know that Silonan is good when it comes to like kind of magical artifacts, but where did she get all that knowledge about robots?
はい、そうです。ロボットも痛みを感じるのか？赤ちゃんや古竜は数学を通して何が大丈夫で何が大丈夫じゃないかを覚えてくっしょ。それは高度な自律性を持つ装置も同じで、内部に組み込まれた負のフィードバックシステムに基づいて自ら。待ってくれ。
Do you simplify that for Paimon? The green part of her hair has Matrix style green coat coming up. Ooh, that would be cool. But I'm when one day when we get like a professional model, we can implement that. I will note that idea because it's actually a really good one. But I don't think I'm capable of doing this. I mean, I can try, right?
とにかく自立装置にそういう制限を設けるのは珍しくないってこと。装置が設計時の意図に従って動作するようにね。
だがどんな呪いをどんな目的でかけたというんだ？記憶を失えば命令を果たすのがより難しい。
命令の実行に失敗。申し訳ありません。
No, bro, you didn't fail your task.
どんな呪いかわからない限り何とも言えないけど。 さっき家に帰るって言葉に反応してたし、他にも試して
Game
み
is a
よう
bit
か。
quiet. Sure, I'll put it up a bit. Thank you, thank you. Also, hello, Playful Bite.
かしこまりました。計測結果、許容範囲内です。命令旅人。
I like that 5%
似た
strat.
ような人形は見たことない？確かに関節とか。
Although I want to go out of the cutscene because I wanted to change it so their voice is actually a tiny bit louder. Because I think that's also the major issue right now.
違います。ヘアアクセサリーのこと？うちも聞いたことあるよ。モンド。
It's like all the other days.
メイド？
No, willpower is just being hard word. Methodology. Never mind.
ナタのコア。
I will not figure out what the word I wanted to say. I think James he takes
いろんな国の
yours.
技術やパーツが使われてる。
そうか。ではお前にとって家とは何だ？自分が作られた場所。普段活動してる場
Methodological,
所
yeah, kind of, but you
それとも
have a typo there.
帰るべき場所か？
I was thinking, because Zippy is away for the 2 next weekends, so I was thinking that we might do the Gardic phone stream, where we will be drawing. The problem is that when it goes wrong, it will be broke. So I was thinking that maybe I'll post a poll to see what time is the best for you guys, and then we could do it with the Gardic phone and draw silly things. One.
家は家ではありませんか？
この方法じゃ記憶を取り戻しそうにないな。シロね、他に方法はないか？
意識が覚えてないなら体に聞いてみよっか。さっきの点検でいろいろ面白
He
そうな
sounds
もの
way
が
too
見つかった。
excited.
この小型ロボットのことは覚えてる？あんたと一緒に海辺で見つかったらしいんだけど。
Bro, that robot is almost as big as she is.
うん。起動方法は覚えてるみたい。これはほうきでしょうか？
That is so convenient. Oh, that makes me want to play RimWorld. We could do the little run. Does drawing Jason getting stabbed constitute a ban? Asking for no reason at all. Depends. Depends how gory that drawing would be. But that broom was so convenient. Wants me really to play RimWorld where we could hi brain stack. We could do a small run and give our prisoners useful body parts. I mean, I did one RimWorld stream. The problem is that RimWorld is pretty slow game, right? Like even if you are playing on high speed, it's still pretty slow game. So I kind of felt like it would be boring. So we only had one like trial. I still want to go back to streaming RimWorld because I don't have that much time to play video games outside of the streaming time. So, but I really want to play RimWorld. We are kinda we're kind of like in the middle of the run for Crusader Kings now. And we're supposed to set up with Persona 5 again that we tried. But we had, oh dear lord. But we had some technical challenges the last time. Maybe we'll play some RimWorld even this week. I will see how it goes. And if not, then maybe I'll schedule something for the next week. Maybe Rimworld would be like a good idea, so we could just like chill and talk and have some ideas about the pawns and how to make their life miserable and our life more exciting. I don't need to think. I got like the new DLC, right? The Odyssey DLC. I didn't really play that much of it. How much to sell organs for? Selling organs is goated in Rimworld. That gives you so much money. But I need to check my mods. After the new update, I removed a lot of mods and the game is actually loading this time. Because I had like 600 mods at some point. And the game was loading for an hour. And usually crashed a few times. And at this point I didn't have time to play more. I mean the typical Rimworld experience. So I need to make sure that I have all the mods for the useful body parts. And we could maybe do like a small run with Maid Factory. Inspired by Inefa from Genshin. We would get prisoners, we would make them into maid robots. And then we will sell them away. Also update, not only do I fail roulette, but also gacha. I'm 8 pulls away from guaranteeing withering waves. Ooh, pain. I mean, recently my gacha luck was still okay because I win all the 50-50s. However, I usually hit pity or close to pity.
じゃあ今から工房の片付けを手伝ってくんない？
Gamba business Gamba. Yeah, that actually worked. Like, you two are just smurfing on that.
メイドロボなら家事をしてる間に何か思い出すかもしれないっしょ。
Roulette hole. You need to wait out the cooldown. I think it's like 30 seconds.
こき使うなんてひどくない？
かしこまりました。ただいまから。
Tidy up the boxes.
本当に片付け出したぞ。
No, I thought that I could be able to use the broom. Oh, that was such a weird interaction. Also, can I like move it around? I can! But that vacuum is not picking up stuff. Okay, it does. I mean, apparently I just had to like put them in a new spot. He's like a small desktop vacuum. That's actually pretty cute. And I can just like move him around. Green book? The good thing about being reincarnated as a Hiliturl is that I only need to eat Sunsetias to become stronger. What the hell? What even is the title? Good she. Wait, who's that? Wait, that girl here on the left kinda looks like the girl from the previous summer event.
そう、 息は込め、彼女はかつて炎の竜王を討伐しに仲間と旅に出た。そのほとんどはもう失われちゃってる。
そんなすごいものなのに。
It's literally Diana and Leona from Link. God, I love those champions. Like Leona, design-wise, is one of my favorites. So is Diana. Diana.
息はその前に自分の工房を焼き払
I had a friend who was saying LeBlanc, not like in a normal way. He was always saying LeBlanc, and that always pissed me off.
弱き者と追放された竜にビアンカだ。
Hi Jason, I'm not stinky. I showered just before the stream. My hair is still wet. French. I mean, okay, but why do we see glitches? Because we're not seeing it from her perspective, right? Oh, the woven scroll is burned.
メイドロボに
Oh.
こんな力があるなんて。
びっくりした。雷か？雷だよな。なんでこいつ。
Why couldn't it hit Kinich on the head?
雷が鳴ったら最優先でお前を空に放り投げるとしよう。お前らが機械人形を見つけて小玉の子に運び込んだとイファから聞いた。
Target?
メイド、機械人形、凄まじい破壊力。
また、キニチ、そいつに手を出すな。
Sasuke.
とあるキャラバンからはぐれた
Yeah,
仲間の捜索を
Japanese
依頼された。
VAs have
そ
few
ろそろ
very,
この
very
近くに
famous
着く頃だ。
VAs.
一緒に来てもらえるか？パイモン、何か誤解してないか？俺が受けるのは竜狩りのような依頼ばかりじゃない。
Okay, where's the caravan? Okay, not bad, could be worse. Could be further away.
誤解しちゃったみたいだな。とりあえずキャラバンのところに行こうぜ。
If we had Moalani on one of the banners, so I could get her actual weapon, I would consider. But Citlali, I got C1 by accident. She was double 5-star in one pool. And Inefa, I mean, she is cool, but not cool enough. Although I'm still mesmerized by that redhead girl from Zenless Zone Zero and her animation. It seems you have 27 more pulls than you should. Yeah, but I'm saving up. Have you seen the characters that are supposed to come? There's like 3 characters that I want, so it's saving time.
リーユエ、フォンテーヌ、スメール。面白い組み合わせだな。
じゃあ、あんたたちが彼女の制作者、家族ってわけ？
めっそうもない。彼女は愛のが作った。
I know.
今日から君はイネファ。絶対帰ってくるんだよ。
Oh, congrats on your win. That's big. Also, not congrats on your lost, Flying Cat.
イネファお姉ちゃん。
Wait, wasn't I know that small girl? I was 100% sure that Inefa was made by Marionette.
俺はタクシン、商人だ。こっちにいるのが俺の妻と娘。そしてキャラバンの仲間たち。
Bro, your name
俺たちは
does not sound like from Not Cry.
お前たちの服装を見るに、同じ。
ナドクライはいわば流浪者の地で、各国からいろんな人が集まっているんだ。
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
ナドくらいのナシャタウンで商人として生計を立ててたんだが。
事情？
なあ、北から来たファデュイだよ。奴らは最近ナドくらいで派手に動き回ってて。
揉めているどころか、月を引きずり下ろしたって聞いたぞ。
They pulled the whole moon down?
それに月の心臓の件も。蒼月。
とにかく、俺たちは地に足のついた商売がしたいだけなんだ。だから、対立が悪化する前に故郷に帰。
私もですか？
お前はちょっと違うが。
でも、船が岸に近づいたとき、
急に変な機械に襲
まさか非現騎兵か？
Yeah, we got attacked by those two. We died to those two.
イネファお姉ちゃんは私たちを守るため。
そんなことがあったのですか。別の場所から上陸した後、急いで助けを呼んだわ。いくらモラがかかってもいいから。
ああ、実際報酬はすぐに決まった。だが
You are on the roll
イネ
today.
ファを保護したのが旅人たちだったとはな。
Kind of. Maybe more like a roller
イネファが
coaster
目を覚ました
than a
のは
roll.
シロネンのおかげだ。
うちは大した
Will you
こと
all
して
in
ない
now?
わ。彼女が自分で目覚めただけ。
Do you have what
す
it
ごく
takes
頑
to
丈だった
all in and out?
ナタの非現装置にだってあの強度はなかなかないよ。
アイナを呼んできたらイネファの記憶喪失も治
Bad
るんじゃない
cat.
それは無理だろう。お前たちが言うコアはおそらくアイノがゴミの山から拾ってきたもので、実は今回イネファが俺たちとナタに来たのは記憶喪失を治すためだったんだ。
詳しく教えていただけますか。
はあ、わかったよ。もう何度も話したし、そもそも全部お前を作ったのはアイノだ。でもコアの出所や動作原理は不明。ナドクライとのつながりもなさそうって話だ。最初のうちは
Wait, isn't
たまに
Aino
どう
like
す
the
ること
small
だがある
girl?
日モップがけをしていたお前は力のコントロールを忘れて。でも一番の問題はそこじゃない。イネファはその壁の向こうにアイノは特に気にしていなかったらしいが、それ以来イネファは自分を治す方法を、そして少
That's
し
a
でも
very responsible
ナタの装
attitude
置
for
に
the
使われ
robot.
ているパーツがちょうど俺たちが故郷に帰る途中、ナタを通ると知ったお前は同行を願い出た。
That kind of reminds me
Hold on.
because I also had this
Maybe I'll remove that
conversation with a
again.
coworker, and I had it with Zippy, and I had it with Mom. That you know that I'm the software architect, but I kind of want to find myself a way to grow into, because the next step would be like enterprise architect. And I'm not really sure if I want to do that. That sounds pretty boring. I mean, there's a lot of drama, but there's also a lot of stress, and I would have to travel a lot, and I cannot do that because of the cat. So I was actually thinking of looking into something AI related, because there is a new position emerging, which is AI behavioral architect, which combines a lot of UX experience, like user experience, programming knowledge, and psychology. And those are like 3 topics that I like. So I think it would be good. I can also put in my resume that I created a bot that was slandering and slurring my friends.
だろうな。
記憶
So I
喪
already
失
have
は
experience,
その頃
right?
から深刻だったのか。
いや、旅に出たばかりの頃はたまに忘れることがあっても、だからアイノも安心してイネファを送り出したのだろう。だが
The closer we got to Nathan, the
あの
worse her
変な機械と戦った時
symptoms
にはも
got.
うだいぶ悪かったのかも。
Maybe we just need to take care of
ナタにはまだ
Nathan.
ついたばかりだけど、皆さんがナタの有名人だってことは聞いたわ。
ナタにも手がかりはないのでしょうか。
結論を出すのはまだ早いよ。あんたらが来るちょっと前に非現騎兵の研究を始めたとこ。
仲間を本来の姿で引き合わせるまでが。
ああ、もう少しナタに滞在して、長い船旅と襲撃で疲れも溜まってるだろう。
ああ、ちょうどそのことを考えていたところだ。
なら火翼の集いはどうだ？あそこなら遠方から来た客人を歓迎して、
火薬の
He's so
その間に
beautiful.
私たちもイネファの情報を集めよう。
Nazca is
不
so
満に宛てる手紙が
beautiful.
関わってるからな。
忘れるところだったぜ。手紙のパスワードを知らないか？
あの暗号術のことか？もうし
記憶喪失のロボットにパスワードを覚えさせるなんて。
多分出発した時はここまで症状がひどくなるなんて思ってなかった。
でもイネファお姉ちゃんが言ってたよ。パスワードを忘れない
He had a backup plan to make sure she wouldn't forget the code. Maybe that's the drawing.
プラン B。
とにかく記憶、
簡単に言ってくれるけど、手がかりを見つけられるほど。
そう言いながら毎回見つけてくれるじゃない。
それじゃあ、俺は力になってくれる仲間を。
じゃあな、キイニチ。あ、それからアハウも。
Yeah, why is the house so quiet?
おー。
確かにおかしいな。
そうか？俺は変なことなんて何も言ってねえ。
Yeah, the strange thing is that you haven't sent much. Yeah.
報酬を譲ると言った時も、依頼はまだ終わっていないと言った時も。
俺はただお前の愚かさに言葉を失ってただけだ。俺の記憶違いか？あいつまさか。知ったことか。
Is she having like a dragon core? And that's why she's feeling worse when she's next to Natlan? Yeah, how far away it is? Yeah, we're not going there by food. I've done enough walking. Although, you know what? I think that having Cheska on the team might actually be a good idea because she can fly. And that is something we cannot do.
イネファお姉ちゃんは気に入ってくれるかな。ほら、はいだって。
本当かな。
だって
イキ様とリアンカ様のどっちが強いかって聞いたとき、あ、カクークとアハウが戦ったらどっちが勝つか聞いたとき、この
適当に答えてるだけじゃないか。
あれ？手前にと飛行の達人だよね。
Flying expert.
別に何を聞いてた？
イネファ姉ちゃんはここら辺の悪い機械を何日も掃除してるんだ。
あいつ一人でか？ついこの前、非元気兵に襲われたばっかりだってのに。
So many wins in a row. Yeah, you're really, really close to Flanketa. You are back to reclaim your #1 spot soon. It's time to go buy a lottery ticket. I should do that. Given all the bad energy around me in the past few days, I think that might actually, like, the universe might compensate me for that. I will do that tomorrow. I think our jackpot is on Fridays, right?
片手で山ほど持って帰ってきたんだ。イネファ姉ちゃんのおかげで安心して外に出られるって大人たちが。でも前に送った花とか羽飾りとかはあんまり興味なさそうだった。
だからパーツで花を作ったのか？
That's actually pretty cute.
イネファお姉ちゃんが気に入ってくれるかはわかん。今度こそきっとうまくいくよ、アリエッタ。でも今回も失敗だったら次はなどくらいから来たおじさんおばさんたちはもう帰ったの。私たちイネファが治るまでいつ帰るか故郷の人たちにはもう連絡し。ここ数日イネファお姉ちゃんの具合が前より悪くなってないみたい。お父さんがリーユエに帰りたがってることは私もそうだったのか。お母さんはなどくらいの人で、お父さんと知り合ったのも私が生まれたのも。お父さんは私たちとずっと一緒に暮らしてて。
心配ないって。イネファ姉さんのことは。イネファ姉ちゃんの病気が治ったら一緒にいたから。
Oh, that's a lot of promises.
もし気に入ってもらえなくてもまた次があるよ。そういえばイネファお姉ちゃん
さあでも外には悪い機械。
どうしよう、もうあまり時間がないのに。本当？
What I wanted to do is I wanted to change the settings for audio. Okay, volume up. Music tiny bit down. What is this? What is this? Oh, okay, let's try. Okay, where do we have to go now? I really feel like grabbing Chaska for that one. Well, Lani, you're gonna be here, but later. Trust. But now... we're gonna grab this one, then we're gonna grab this one. Uh-oh, uh-oh, no, 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 no! They should make it so you can push the children of the... You kinda can. Like, if you think about it, you kinda can. You just need a gene for that, and a small chibi character, the playable character, and you can push them off the edge. So it is doable. Huh?
おはようございます。お会いできて嬉しいです。朝食はお済みですか？お前はもっと自然に今のは最近学んだ汎用型の挨拶です。続けて3つ並べることで挨拶の効果が3倍になると推測されます。挨拶の効果ってなんだよ。まあいっか。だいぶ元気になったみたいで安心した。はい。思考および言語モジュールは修復中ですが、会話は問題なくできるようになりました。ただ、
Okay, how about your memory? Okay, never mind.
はい。それでは話題を変えて、それは何でしょう？新型の非現装置です。花？植物の反射？いや、機械部品で作った花だと思うぞ。理解しました。花形のパーツですね。どのモジュールに使用するのでしょう？それは使うんじゃなくて、眺めるものなんだ。綺麗な記念品？使うためで暗号筒は手紙を送るために、機械は使命を果たすために作られます。では、この花は感謝。そうそう。誰かに助けてもらったり、家欲の集いに止めていただく代わりに、周囲の脅威を排除すること。そうそう。よくわかってるじゃんか。ですが、それは対等な取引なのでは？それはまた話が別だ。
Ideas like this can take some time to fully grasp.
感謝します。
But I appreciate that Paimon actually
これ
tried.
は記念にもなるんだぞ。記念？大切な記念。
お花と羽飾りもつけて、バッチリ。やっぱり遠出するときは思いっきりおしゃれしないとね。お花の1本ぐらいでそんなに重くならないわ。そう、記念。人はね、大切なことを忘れないよう。あなたが全て忘れてしまっても、花は必ずまた咲く。1000回2000回と咲いたとき、旅に大丈夫。自分の道は自分の足で歩かない
That's
と。
not I know.
だからあなたもあなたの旅をして。それに彼と戦うつもりはないわ。私たちは数えきれないほ
Against
ど
him?
お互いの命を救ってき。彼は本当に哀れな存在。人としての生き方も竜としての
That's
生
the
き方も
Dragon
わからない。あな
Castle.
たは、いえ、彼女はかつて人類の敵だった。
Oh, so that's the lady from the
もしあ
carpet.
なたが残って私まったく遠出するのはあなたでしょ。私の心配なんてしてどう？安心して。家欲の末裔には脅威に屈服する奴隷なんていないわ。族長を失った時、さあ行って。いずれ忘れることについてない。海を渡り。
But that means that Inefa is ancient at this point. Imagine what would happen to Tim.
いいね、ファ。いいね、ファ。何か申し訳ありません。思考モジュールに一時的な不具合が生じ、ずっと戦ってたから疲れてるんじゃないか。帰る。アディエッタたちはもうすぐ。はい。家欲の集いの近くにいると思考モジュールからの 記憶データ？じゃあ
現在も痛みはありますが、周囲の人を不安にさせないよう外見
I'm just used. What equivalent of I'm just
ですが
used
記
to it
憶が
now?
戻らない限り、
ずっとこの辺にいたのも。
記憶データの出現時に思考モジュールが暴走し、事故を引き起こす可能性があります。
オイラたちが
戦闘能力を分析中。パイモンさんは
Assessing relative combat capability, Paimon approximately 1/5.
5分の1だよ。
旅人さんはリスクをコントロール可能、実行可能なプランです。
It sounded so hurt that her combat capability is only 1/5. I mean, then again, what she imagined? She's like literally floating emergency food. Okay, where do we have to go? Down there. Hello, Helen. Came here just to say that I absolutely adore how you named your traveler. Thank you.
ありがとう。すまないが、
Thank
イ
you.
ネファのことは
ああ、任せてくれ。
イネファお姉ちゃん
Blanketta was complaining
まだ帰って
in
こない
Star Rail that my traveler or main character's name is not good for immersion.
ほら、リーユへの消灯をずっと見たがってたでしょ。もうアディエッタさん、アームーさん、タクシンさん、ただいま戻りました。あ、イネファお姉ちゃん。
Although I love honey fried tofu, do you know that like tofu itself is I can buy it for like what, €1 at most? Now, if I have honey, if I have teriyaki sauce, and if I have like chili oil, I can easily like make myself kitsune tofu at home relatively cheap. But if I want to order kitsune tofu from a restaurant, which is literally 3 small slices of tofu, it costs €5. I mean, it still isn't, except when talking to one May.
それから帰る場所があるというのはどんな感覚？
イネファにだってわかるだろ。記憶が戻ったら
Why all the robots are so philosophical?
などくらいが私の思考モジュールでは時折現れる記憶データはナタとの高い関連性が見られます。記憶データが戻ったとしてそれはいつの記憶でしょうか？
深いな。
全く違う自分になってし
It's
ま
too
うか
much for
もしれな
small
い。
Paimon. I
それが
envy you,
怖いの
cat
か？
girl. I can't eat tofu to save my life, and I don't even know why. Maybe you're. But is it like just tofu? Or do you have like. Or you cannot eat anything soy related? Because tofu is just literally soybeans.
関連ワードを検索。
So if you cannot
意識、
eat tofu,
矛盾、
but for example can drink soy milk, then that is weird.
分裂。
However, I'm allergic to fish, but only cooked fish. And some people thought that I'm actually tripping, being like, okay, so you're saying you can eat sushi, but you cannot eat grilled fish. And I'm like, yes. And one time when I was at the family doctor, it turned out that the family doctor that was taking me in on that day was allergologist. And she said that I might be allergic to something that is appears in the fish during the heat, like if it's induced through the heat.
はい。
So maybe it's something similar with you and tofu.
難しい問題だな。だが私が思うに、家とはお前が帰れる場所じゃないだろうか。どんなに遠くまで飛んでいこうと、ずっと誰かが待ってくれている。どんなに深く傷つこうと、それがいわゆる自分の帰る場所ではないか。
Honestly, raw fish is just better anyways. I think so
記憶
too.
の導く先がどこであろうと、 きっとまあ私の経験だけ
But
でお前の
I
境
have
遇を理解
issues
できる
with.
なんて言う
Oh
つもりは
god,
ない
that's gonna be difficult.
だが参考
That's
程
gonna
度
be
にはなる
difficult
だ
to
ろう
explain. So, let me take a few breaths. Because I don't want to have a gag reflex talking about it. Because it only happens in the meat and fish. When they have chewy parts. Or fatty parts. When I eat them and I encounter them, I have uncontrollable, not even gag reflex, but puke reflex. So I only eat very specific types of fish and very specifically prepared meat. Because otherwise it ends up in tragedy and I cannot control it for the love of God. Like, I even have it thinking about it. Like, that's how strong it is. Like, if I'm starting to have a gag reflex now, just trying to vaguely explain what I'm talking about, imagine what happens when I encounter it in my food.
そもそも家は一つしか持てないなんてルールはないだろ
So yeah, even with raw fish, I need to be careful. There's like this butterfish or something like that. This is a death to me.
来客で安心して記憶を取り戻すといい
But then I read that it's also not that healthy. It has a lot of lead in it.
記憶を取り戻す矛盾な
Wait, what is cartilage? 1 second, I gotta educate myself. Yeah, I think it's some. I think I would have the same with cartilage too. I'm the same, but with cartilage from any type of meat. Yeah, I have this disgusting story. So if you eat mute me for like 2 minutes, Jason notes this, and I'm not afraid to discuss Jason anymore. So I will just continue. I had this day when I made an amazing baked beef. Like, you should just smell it. It was mouth-watering. And I wasn't making it for myself, but it smelled so nice that I wanted to try it. So I took a bite. And it had one of those spooky parts. I didn't even make it to the bathroom because I was puking all the way to the bathroom. But it had meat in it, right? So one of my cats, she is long gone. She died when she was 22. She was running after me and then she was eating it from the floor. That was so disgusting. But yeah, ever since I'm very, very, very careful about the stuff that I eat. I can eat mince, but if it's like super minced, not just minced, like triple minced or something. I eat salami. I don't like ham. Doing anything with chicken or anything. Preparing raw meat. I'm gonna puke in a moment. It's also horrible for me. But thankfully, Zippy is doing that for me. Like, he knows it. So if it's to prepare, like, chicken for him or something, he does it. And I just cook it. Okay, change of topic before I actually puke. I might actually. Change of topic. I'm gonna drink a bit of my Dr. Pepper and we continue with the story because that's actually horrible. And I have no idea why it's happening to me, right? Because when I was a kid, I could eat meat without any issues. I would devour meat. Nothing in the meat would spook me. And now, this is where I am.
お前がここに？手紙のことを聞いてね。それに この剣はナタの古い歴史と関係があるから、名園の主の出番なのよ。
古い歴史
And now, funny thing is that, for example, if I watch a movie and there is gore in the movie, I'm fine.
聞こえてるんだけど、
Even if it's like
君たちと
animal
別れ
gore.
た後、キーニチはアハウがカクークにブチギレて、怒りで我を忘れてる間に
Wait, are you number 1 now?
それが思考なる領
I
主。
think you're above Flancata now. Yeah, congrats!
思考なる領主。アハウがいつも名乗ってるあれか？
ええ。それまでは
Also, what
虚勢を
kind of
張るため
ice cream
の
do you have
デ
that
タ
you're
ラメだ
not
と
sharing?
思って
That's the
る？
important
聞
question,
いたことあ
Flancata.
るの？
Imagine mentioning you have
思考な
food
る
and
領主は
sharing.
領主たちは古代の竜族を凌駕する知恵と権力を持ち、それぞれナタの一部を支配してい
Oh,
た。
that's painful. It's okay, me and Flancata can just share to a top spot.
でもその後、英雄たち
I mean,
アハウが
Flancata
口
did
を割らなかった
mention
ら
that
調
after
査の方向性すら
the
見えなかっ
path
た
to
はず
become a
よ。
millionaire is over, then you'll be the right hand. Yogurt and blueberries. I like that for like I just like yogurt and blueberries. I have shit ton of yogurt and blueberries in my fridge, and I just like mix them up and eat a lot of that. How do I regain some chips? Send me all your coins so I can go all in with it. Surely I don't lose 5 times in a row. Didn't you say so in the last
そ
time?
う。そればっかりはガンとして教えてくれなかったの。もしかしたら忘れちゃったのかも
I
ね。
love the flavor of blueberries, but it's hard to find good ones here. Yeah, it really
さっ
is
き言ったよう
hard to
に、
find ones. I
領主
found
の本質は作られた意
acceptable
識。
ones, and I just cope with them.
アハウの今の様子を見るに、当時の力と記憶を。それでもアハウは君に
My luck is
思
literally
考なる
negative.
領主の気配を感じ取ったんでしょうね。正確には君の胸元のコアに。え？もしかしてイネファも思考なる領主？それを聞き出そうと、キーニチとイファが今もアハウと奮闘してるけど。
Yeah, she's related to the dragons.
そうでもないわよ。イネファがリアンカやカヨクの集いって言葉に反応したって聞いたから調べてみたんだけど、かつてカヨクの集い一帯を支配していた第8隻の領主カショクとヤバネの司祭を。
We encountered, like, Eighth Lord was a badass. We saw that when we were going through the Dragon Quest. Maybe it's like in Civ 4. If my luck goes even lower, it goes to max
記録に
value.
よると彼
You
女は
wish.
人類との戦争で亡くなったわけじゃ
I
な
don't
くて、
think we have a pity in
同
that
族に
boat.
よって処刑されたみたい。罪状は竜族を裏切りリアンカを育てたこと。
ああ。部族の起源に関する伝説には、確かにリアンカが竜に育てられたとある。竜
Oh,
の母に
pain.
育てられた彼女は、その母の導きで、自らの歩むべき道を見つけるべく巣を放その後彼女は、各地で人間と竜の争いを調停し、高慢な強者から弱き者を守護し、やがて彼女の周りには、同じように自由を求め、平等を尊ぶ仲間が集まってきた。
He kind of looks
だ
like
が彼女を引き取った竜の
someone
母や
related to
その後の
Shaska.
行方については、伝説にも
申し訳ありません。思考もカショクとヤバネの司祭にはどのような処刑？
竜族の内部で起きたことは当時の人類が残した記録にも想像や創作も混じってるだろうから適当に聞き流してほしいんだけど、人類に対して本当に
Really
善意を
harbors
抱いている
pre-human
のなら
sentiment, then for one, every
その
ounce
善意
of
は
goodwill she
彼
feels,
女の意識
may
の
her
中
mind
で
be flooded
何
with
倍もの
pain of
苦痛を生み出す
immeasurable
ことに
proportions.
最後は引き裂かれんばかりの苦痛の中で家族と
It does sound like she has declared that it was influenced by that princess.
はい。今回は異常ありません。私はその
そうね。リアンカって名前に反応してるから第8隻と手元にあるウォーベンは全部持ってきたから読みたいなら持ってって。ほら この後ちょっと付き合って。以前の経験から編み出した簡単な術よ。後で。じゃあ私はもう行くから。
What is she plotting?
感謝します。さようなら。またな、シトラ。みんながオーベンを読んでる間にこっそり抜けてきて。火翼の集いの反対側で待ってるから。
Man, I'm not gonna hear what they are talking about when they go through the scrolls. That's so unfair.
ハロー、旅人。さっきシトラリがした話はあれで全部じゃないの。イネファと関係。
戦争の後行方不明になった至高なる領主も関係してる。
うちのアイデアだよ。まずは母についての情報だけ伝えて、母のことを聞いてもリアンカの時ほど反応しなかった。となると第11。
さっき言った行方不明になった領主のことよ。竜族の中でも一番炎の竜王が倒された時、
I think that's the one that speaks to her in her mind and calls her
その後
malfunction.
何があったかは不明。
至高なる領主の本質は非言の技術で作り出された意識を狂気に蝕まれた領主が。
とにかくもしイネファの過去が本当に第11隻と関係あるなら、
早めに処分した方がいいと？何の確証もないのにか？それは母を処刑した奴らと何の違いがある？
ジャスカ、どうして？
Wait, what? I haven't looked, and you just like that. It is a misery. You went from 100k points to 1,200. Good job.
さっき目配せをしてただろう。
Oh, that is a big donation. Holy.
別に騙す気なんてなかったよ、ジャスカ。一つ言っとくけど、うちらは何の根拠もなくこんな話をしてるんじゃないの。旅に出たイネファが中に近づくにつれて、非言騎兵の暴走は増えていった。イネファが本当に第11隻だった場合、彼女が全てを思い出すってことは、人類の。
ここ数日、彼女が火翼の集いで何をしてきたか、私はずっと見てきた。
過去の彼女と未来の彼女が今と全く違ったとしても、
心の中に絶えず自分を飲み込み取ってか。だが母さんもクイクも育ての両親もそんな私を見捨てなかった。
Aw, that's so
誰かを見捨て
cute.
ること
What
な
right
ど
did
私
I
ビア
have
ン
to
カ
give
も
up
そうし
on
てたは
her?
ずだ。それに第11隻が本当に復活したとしても、もう一度倒せばいいだけのこと。当時の英傑にできて私たちにでき。
Ain't no way you
そ
said
う
that
言
you
う
will
と思っ
double
た。
it and you did.
ことの重大さを知ってもらうために悪役を演じていたんだろ。私を治療してくれたあの時もお前は決して諦めなかった。
悪役にはもう慣れっこよ。大事なのは君たちがちゃんと理解すること。あの子の変化にきちんと目を配っ。ちょっとまだ術の効果は切れてないんだからね。とにかく彼女の元に戻るのよ。誰かいないか？あれ、ジャスカ？みんな。
パイモン、イネファのところにいたんじゃ。
あいつウォーベンを読んでたら急に飛び出してったんだ。何
Flew
度も
off all of a sudden? She can fly?
まさか何かわからないけど、すごく焦ってる。
ジャスカ、飛ぶの早いでしょ。
わかった。
I have never lost with Wilbo's points. Wilbo's points are blessed. For everyone but Wilbo's, as it seems. At least now.
ちょっとスピードを覚えてくれ。わぎぞ。
Yeah, Paimon's same. I mean, in general, yes, they've been going well on your end, but you also lost some small amounts.
ターゲット確認。殲滅モード起動。
こいつらすべて非現騎兵か。了解。
援軍の到着を確認。
Oh wait, because we have 5 characters now.
感謝します。いちいちお礼してる場合か。
Ah, I forgot 5 characters. I hated when they just add 5th characters, but I also hated when they remove one of my characters and add the trial one as a 4th.
殲滅モードを終了します。
どうすんだよ。あれこれ試して。ようやく火力の集いからあいつ一人で出てきた。
またの古流文明勝手にしなさい。ただし変数には気をつけることね。
撤退しよう。わざわざリスクを冒。
Was that Marionette's voice?
アーム、アディエッタ、大丈夫か？
私は大丈夫。イネファがすぐ駆けつけてくれたおかげで足首を捻挫しただけで済んだわ。
どうしてこんなことに。
非現騎兵が突然襲ってくるなんて誰にも。
あれ？イネファが急に飛び。はい。非現騎兵の話が聞こえました。今も話をしています。全く聞こえないぞ。推定要因。言語モジュールの不一致。完了しました。もう一度お試しください。
ずいぶん手慣れてるな。非現騎兵の構造
何度も見たことがあります。おそらく
また例の謎の記憶か。
再接続中。うわ、本当に喋ったぞ。
おい、なんで俺たちを襲ったんだ。
ハディによる命令。
They know about Fatui.
ありえない。隊長の部下がこんなことをするはずがない。それに奴らの行方は私たちも
ハディ領地なんか推測。距離が離れすぎているため情報の伝達が限られています。ファデュイが私の領地に侵入し非現騎兵を制御不能。まさか非現騎兵が権限奪い彼らは私から権限を奪い
くそ。
諸行の鏡
Mirror of the Dying Morn.
周囲に諸行の鏡の出現を感知したため今回諸行の鏡って推測。おそらく私諸行の鏡コアを持って帰ってきてほしい。そしてはい。言語モジュールを変換する前私をもう一つの名前で呼んでいました。第11隻。つまりイネファが。
Oh damn it, Paimon, can you keep it to yourself?
待て。さっき私たちを襲った非現イネファが第11隻。
第8領地。イネファ第8隻の領地に戻りさえすれば。
第8隻。リアンカの母の領地か。
分裂白衣。さっきよりブツブツだぞ。情報が雑然としすぎていて正確に変換できません。領地に近づけば通信環境が改善されるはずです。旅人。
待て。不用意に近づくべきじゃない。最近ナタに潜入したファデュイについて少し心当たりがある。
ほ
う。テイワット各地を巡り様々な古代文明に秘められた歴史や情報を収集している。そしてこれらの部隊を率いている執行官が。
Oh, so it actually is Marionette.
この前 ナシャタウンの市場で
そうなの？私は聞いたことがないけど。
すまない。あの時は出発前でバタバタしていたし。
ファデュイってすごいの？イネファお姉ちゃんよりも？
I think Nyaehh is stronger. Yeah.
そうだな。ひとまず集落に戻ってアームーの手当てをし。第8隻の領地、傀儡の情報。どちらも。
かしこまりました。目的地を取り消します。はい。目的地を。
旅人、イネファ。周囲に敵がいないか確認してくれ。
かしこまりました。命令を実行します。
I mean, even if she is 11th Lord, she's not having her dragon powers anymore. She's a robot, still a very strong one, right? But that's tiny bit different.
どうして？
父さんは商品やら荷物やらを整えないと。俺たち家族が大丈夫。そんなに時間はかからないよ。アームーとアディエッタは先に行って待っててくれ。
すぐに人手を送る。何か起きたら。
あれ？故障か？なんか。
リーニュエ、ショーニ、ファディ、拠点。
What?
なるほど。タクシンはファデュイ
Hello,
のスパイかもしれないか
GM.
ら。
Thank you for the
監視した。
posture
しか
check.
し
After sitting like a
イネファにまで残っ
prawn
ても
for
ら
an
う必要が
entire
あ
day
る
is
の
actually
か？
heavily needed. Roulette.
わかっ
Holy
た。
hell.
傀儡の部隊は領主以上の脅威かもしれない。奴らの情報を得る。お前なら心配ないと思うが。
Oh my
油
god,
断はするな
another.
よ。
No, it's
ファデュイ
stretch.
や第11隻は
I
当然
still
とし
have
て。
trouble
あの悲劇戦
stretching
も
with
まだ
my
疑わ
muscle
しい。
pain.
第8隻の領地からの救援要請。まさかリアンカの母は本当に生きてるのか？
That's a lot of
それ
redeems.
ならなぜ部族の伝説で一切言及されてないんだ？
おーい、サスカー。アームーの方は準備できたぞ
Okay, so
何にせよ、私はアームーと
I
アディエッ
think
タを
that
送り届
as
けたら、
usual,
仲間を
it's
呼んで
just a
戻ってくる。
misunderstanding and 11th Lord was actually a good one. So that's definitely one thing. Second thing is that even if 11th Lord was actually a bad person, or a dragon in that case, she's not having her draconic powers anymore. So even being very strong machine,
荷
she
物
should
置い
be
てい
easy
った
to
ぞ。
deal with.
なんかコソコソしてる。こっちには気づいてないし。
Oh
う
no.
まくいけば尾行しますか？はい。
Oh no, this snack event.
隠密モードを起動します。確かに声は小さくなったけど、隠密モードならそもそも喋るなよ。
How the heck I'm supposed to sneak up on him here? Oh, that's too close. That was way too close. Oh, we're going into the domain. Perfect, perfect. Should I pick Moalani? No, I think we're fine. I think it's the first time where we could actually see someone disappearing inside of the domain.
水分。
リアーに封印された。
なんか言葉が流暢になって
I
る
love
な。
how your chat has actually become like a thing. It did indeed. It's actually a full-blown casino at this point.
あれ、またブツブツになったぞ。通信が
落ち点に発見された。その後、
But if I make the widget with like the actual roulette, then I would probably disable the commands and you will have the widget showcasing. Well, it reminds me that we are still out. the casino, why am I the only one getting scammed? Forget horses, casino rebrand. I mean, horses are still related to gambling. Keep in mind betting. I'm concerned for her safety. Yeah, she is a demonic robot, a machine that can literally annihilate things, but I'm concerned for her safety. Wait, we should actually get Mualani with us, okay. Okay, let's change the things up. Okay, Mualani, your bag? Where are you, Mualani? Mualani. Oh, there you are. There we go. And the rest, I guess we're gonna keep this the same way. Yeah, let's do that. We just need one recommended element, right? Okay, I cannot turn around. Enough actually didn't go that far. We're actually in the dragon territory. That was so anticlimactic, Milani, please. Yeah, they were friends. I mean, we literally could see that on that rug, right? The pain triggered by certain memories.
とにかく自立装置にそういう制限を設け新たな帰る場所を見つけたい。過去を捨て去りたい。人類に対して本当に善意を抱いているのなら、あんたの意識を崩壊させ、魂を道を外れた矛盾がつまり全てを忘れれば一時的にその痛みからのけれど機体が再起動して記憶が積み重なっていけば
最初のうちはたまに度忘れすることはあってもせいぜい買い物でモラを払い忘れるとか
今日から君はイネ
ファそして帰る場所なき呪いは蘇りそうだったのですね
Who actually cursed her? Oh, god damn it. Perfect timing. I hoped to get some answers.
何も聞こえなくなりました。このまま進めってことか。仕方ない。ここは領地の予備通路の一つです。探せ、私についてきてください。閉じ込められたの。そんなこと言うなよ。はい。必ず帰り。リアンカ。
Oh
本
shit.
当に信じるの？思考なる漁師の不具合が生み出した矛盾を
信じているのは私が選んだ道よ。理由はどうあれ生まれた意志には自由を謳歌する権利がある。
Also, I hope we will not have to play Sepia entire dungeon. I, Avai Kunilal Khan, stormed into my laboratory in a fit of rage. He interrogated me, demanding to know if I had taught the humans how to use phlogiston. I assuaged his fury with quineppa berries and asked what had happened. According to his account, it seems that a human colony near Kumarakoi has mastered the power of phlogiston and begun to expand. In the last 3 months, they've raised over villages, sacrificed roughly human victims, and clogged the river at Salam's very flow with discarded Their leader claims to be the successor of Shag, swearing to end the Age of Dragons and to unite the people of Natlantia under a single banner. Ixruktaki Kobala. I will butcher all those names, forgive me. Also, I will hydrate in a second, thank you. Quelled the uprising in 2 days. The would-be conqueror was drowned in his own bath by his most favorite consort, a captive turned killer. Leaderless, the tribe collapsed into internecine strife. Yet the secrets of phlogiston had already spread, now utterly beyond containment. If you, my lord, with your tender heart, have not sanctioned this folly, then only one mad enough to dare would be. Awai did not finish his sentence, muttering under his breath as he left. Truth to be told, he likely concerns himself little about humans mastering phlogiston. His fury stemmed solely from the crudeness of their methods, a blasphemy against his life's work. But I care. I cannot comprehend why Kukulkan, for it must be him after all, no other would do such a foolish thing, would hand phlogiston over to the humans. I can understand his antipathy for those tiny life forms brought by the usurper from beyond the sky, but I cannot comprehend his use of his method to lure them into destroying themselves. Is it like handing a rusty knife to a wailing infant, all too vicious and all too cruel? What outcome could he possibly expect, save for suffering and death? I met with Kukulkan in private and asked him about his intentions. As usual, he remained enigmatic and aloof. He coldly denied all accusations. He claimed that I was not truly concerned about how this matter harmed the interests of dragonkind, and that an opportunistic attempt to grab power drove my belief in such absurd slander. So infuriated was I that I burst into laughter. After refuting his accusations with a few choice of words and without even finishing my quinapa berries, I departed. He is always like this. He scorns his kin, mocks his bloodline, and never shares his thoughts with other dragons. Yet he resents them for failing to understand him. But he refuses to speak his mind. How could anyone ever fathom what he truly intends? Our sovereign's indulgence towards him know no bounds, so much so that he can no longer distinguish right from wrong. Whether his actions were just misguided, the sovereign would always respond with a gentle agreement. And precisely because of this, his unease only grows deeper. No matter which path he takes, he is always met with the same tender light, leaving him utterly lost as to which road he truly walks. In the end, his suspicions towards his kin are nothing but reflections of his self-doubt. I pity him. Now I can hydrate.
これは入り口のと同じバリアか？気をつけろよ。
Oh! I touched it.
これは入り口のと同じバリアか？気をつけろよ。
Oh, we had stuff like that before.
呪いはあなたを苦しめ、記憶は追い詰める。かつて彼らが母に与えた罰のように。
でもこのコアがあれば帰る場所の記憶もそれがもたらす苦痛も一時的に忘れられる。
I thought we can go further up, like ahead. Ooh, another piece. The consequences of phlogiston theft worsen by day. Most of the other rulers allow humans to use phlogiston to kill and conquer each other, some even encouraging them to commit more atrocities. They seem to see this as an effective means of controlling the human population, or perhaps they derive mere amusement from it. The flood of refugees surging northward grows even larger, and the tidings they bring grow ever more horrifying. The chieftain of Kachapinik offered his daughter in marriage to the leader of the Kulhua, hoping to win their allegiance. Yet the Kulhua instead cut out her, sacrificed her to, and marched upon their villages, for their food stores were more abundant. They do not understand how we extract vitality from blood, yet they ape our ways nonetheless. offering up meaningless slaughter to their imagined gods. I spoke with Kemonel. Even she felt a pang of reluctance, though her pity was not for humans but for her own kin, now reduced to mere beasts. More and more humans have begun taming bishops, turning them into tools of slaughter, for even stripped of their intellect, their claws and fangs still rend flesh with ease. Thus Kemonel has sought to ally with those humans who yearned for peace, hoping to harness their souls to weave an eternal blissful dream realm for the dragons of her domain. Even the unfortunate Fallon might shed the forms that imprison them and find happiness and solace within this dream. It is not an unfeasible plan, but her approach would inevitably weaken oversight of human settlements, inviting greater suffering upon those frail creatures who have come from beyond the skies. The sorrow of humankind stems from their lack of hierarchy. Dragons are born to submit to their superiors and command their inferiors. Even if I appeared before them in human guise, they would instantly catch my scent, recognize my station, and obey my orders. For it is the law carved in their blood, their path ordained by nature, for the weak to revere the strong, offspring to follow their sire, and subjects to serve their sovereign. But humans are different. Humans are born to deceive their betters, torment weaker kin, and even betray entire clans or slaughter the very blood that gave them life, for nothing but selfish gain. Their eyes reflect no path that belongs to them, or if they did, they shall doubtless invent endless excuses to forsake said path. Without proper guidance and restraint, they repeated the same atrocities, never learning from their past misdeeds. All defilement of life is blasphemy, an unforgivable stain upon our sovereign's honor. Thus only by elevating humans to stand on equal footing with dragons, forcing them to learn the necessity of the weak kneeling to the strong, and the meaning of their ordained path can be their capacity for violence be utterly purged. It is an idea that has yet to come to pass. If the river from beyond the sky can seal off an entire planet to force humanity into their imposed order, then why might I not seal off my domain in turn? Let it become an impervious refuge. Let nothing within depart and nothing without enter. A closed, ordered system where life's future might be sculpted without flaw. Let this plan be named Sibalba, a title borrowed from the humans of my domain, their primitive myths whispering of an underworld. Should it succeed, neither the sovereign rulers nor the abyssal foe should be able to breach its sealed laws. A fitting title for an incorruptible sanctuary. The king's waking days grow rarer, and so too do our chances to commune with him. He approved Kemonel's plan as well as my own. Like Kukulkan, I grow perplexed. What path may bring true joy to our sovereign? What kind of path may allow this land to prosper for 10,000 years to come? I do not know. The Sibalba project is progressing smoothly, but even if we were progressing perfectly, I could not convince myself. If the hierarchy of power has failed to ease our sovereign's suffering, if I cannot be by the wisdom he granted me fathom how to truly please him, then by what right do I dare ordain a path for all the other lives? Perhaps I need to observe the humans more, humans who have yet to be attainted by their laughable traditions. If there truly is still hope, then. Thank you, Lulu, for your follow. Every freaking Koyo story is a tragedy. Every single one of them. Not only the character's background are a tragedy, everything is a tragedy.
思考モジュールに大量の不明データが流れ込んでいます。ですが、いえ、たとえ体を動かさなくても、このデータ群は探索を続ける上で有益です。この先の通行モジュールに乗って中央エリアに行く
Sure, let's go. There is a glitch in the sky. And I think we will call for the dragon train.
お前第8隻か？いえ、 こちらはただの使用人。
通行モジュールを呼び出し中。
Administrator 3. Okay, where is the access module? Oh, he is zooming. What the hell? Is that how fast he's gonna take us up there? Actually, let's swap to Inefa, since it's her domain. I think we might do a few pulls on her. Nothing big. Nothing big. Let's see how far we are. Okay, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And it's 50-50. I did a 10 pull. And another one. Ah, I'm so happy it's not becoming gold. I would cry if it became gold. Okay. What color? Blue. I'm actually doing like 28 even pulls, you know. Like everyone is gambling, I feel tempted. I don't have points to gamble. That would be unfair. Hard pity angle it is. Oh, it's still purple. Hey, I don't think I have C6 on him, so that's good. So overall, 29 pulls. And that's the last one. God fucking damn it. Ah. Oh, shut up, Inefa. You are not supposed to come here. Anakin Shadow. And hello, Maxine. Oh. Wait a second, I'm mourning right now. I wanted to lose 50-50. Ah, like this. I wanted to lose 50-50. Sankara, are you proud of yourself? This is where we are. But, and when it comes to Sitlali, I actually got her C1 on her first run in one temple. I cannot. What do you mean I cannot? We cannot even look at our own Inefa. Who can I even play her with? Oh, we can actually test it. What happens if you jump on a train? Will you move inside of the train? Apparently not. Which makes sense from the physics perspective. But here we can test it with cute anime waifu, right? I got Cypher and Gliabit in 40 pulls, and since then I have been getting shafted on every 50-50. I mean, I'm winning every 50-50 almost. I had like 24 50-50s one in a row with hard pity, but still. Oh, god damn it, Inefa, you were not supposed to come home. I wanted like, I don't know. I think my Mona is not C6.
あなたは十分よくやってくれたわ。最後の封印は私と彼女で完成させる。
God damn it. Now I need to figure out what I can play her with. Now imagine this is not where I was supposed to take off. I think we've been here before. Or in a very, very similar place.
何の音だ確認す
バレちゃったか
Oh, her weapon I would like to see. Is she like pole arm?
ついてきてください。
誰もいねえぞ
I need to ask Holga. What can I play Inefa with because I accidentally pulled? Holga, I accidentally got Inefa. What do I play her with? The important question.
見つかるとこだったな。すぐ隠れられてよかった。私はおそらくここに来たことがあります。次
I
は
mean,
こ
she
こ
is
を通っ
cute.
て
At least
広場の裏側
I
に
cannot be that mad, right? I had this goal once in the past that I wanted to have all the Genshin characters, and I think eventually I will. My chance. Oh, god damn it. I mean, oh, no, 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 no. I mean, I'm 100% sure that gambling is just not for you. What is her weapon? Pole arm, okay. I think I have some pole arms running around, so it should be fine. Wait. First of all, you're saying I shouldn't play more gachas? Me gachas, yeah. I think you shouldn't. I think it's bad.
メンテナンスと排水用の水路よ。正規の通路としては登録されていない。この道が一番。
Oh, that was badass. Wait, how can I move? Okay, so I hid myself here, right? Whoa. Ascend. I tarnished toilet roll. We had big wins today and big losses, and surprisingly I lost by winning because I pulled a character I did not want to pull.
言われた通り、遺跡の手がかりを彼女に流したし、ナタにも連れてきた。なのに、なんで俺たちを襲ったんだ？
もしかして
Oh yeah, I lost by winning. As stupid as it sounds.
その可能性はあります。
And we actually got inspired by the character in the story, because the character in the story is a mechanoid maid, and we're actually gonna be doing a run like that in RimWorld. We'll create a factory of mechanoid maids, and we will turn all our prisoners and probably a lot of our children into mechanoid maids and send them off to the world, suffering from success. I just want to say that in Stellaris you can do that. Wait. I can have robotic maids? Okay, Holga said I can play her with Nuvilet. I don't have Ayato, Holga. Taser team with Sucrose, Shinkyu, and anyone else really. She's pretty flexible. I don't have Ayato, man. Indeed, I have played that mod myself. I gotta look into that too. Also, I have a cat here. Wait. No. Not going there. He got upset now. Literally, robots that went wrong and pamper any biological species for games. So kind of, yes. Also, what do you mean crazy sentence? And yeah, RimWorld. We like games. The morally gray games here. The more gray, the better. The more they will make us question stuff, the better. And since we actually had a lot of games that put us into some weird socio-philosophical disputes, I think it's time for some like just war crimes.
またやるつもりか？俺の任務はもう終わった。
リスクがあるってことは契約書にもはっきり
I
書い
mean,
て
did
あ
I
った
tell
は
you
ずだ
guys
が、
how I introduced my
それ
mom
に
to
重傷を負ったわけでもないだろう。
RimWorld? I was showing on the house Discord some screenshots with how intriguing the game sometimes is. Because I also have a lot of mods that add Pawn's personality and make them more interactive with each other. Like, I like that part. I like the drama of RimWorld. I like the mods that, for example, if someone doesn't feel right in the colony, he might just go away. RimWorld isn't morally gray because all the blood makes it red. No, I have the mod that makes the blood go away with rain. But she was mesmerized by it, and it's also the same way that I was introduced to RimWorld some time ago. And she decided she wants to play it, so I got her the game, initially without any like DLCs or anything. And she started to play it, no mods. I think she only had like few quality of life mods that I picked for her, so nothing big. And she had this event that ducks came to her colony and decided that they're a part of the colony now. And she's like, oh my god, they are so cute. And she played vegans, hippie vegans in the middle of the forest. And obviously they couldn't kill the ducks. So the ducks began to reproduce insanely quick because it was like a group of 20 ducks already. And I think in span of like few hours, she had over 2k ducks on the map, and the game became unplayable. And I was like, I told you to kill those ducks. And she was like, no, but I couldn't, they're vegans and stuff like that. So there was only one way to fix that. What she did was to create a caravan, put all the ducks in the caravan, and send them off to the next parcel. And that was the end of the rise of the ducks, as Tarnished Toilet Roll said. Later on, she actually began to be more interested in some more war crime scenarios. One letter mistake would have made that statement questionable. I mean, we've seen here an amazing grave of a guy who has it. Letter mistakes are possible. We've seen the grave of a guy who's called Familia of King Size Dick, and it's actually a real grave in Germany. So many things can happen here. But yeah, afterwards she actually started to, for example, when she was broke in game, she would use some spare parts of prisoners or forced prisoners into work and stuff like that. So she learned the true way of RimWorld. I mean, I told her from the beginning, if you want to play as vegans, hippies and stuff like that, it's gonna be insanely difficult. I mean, Jedi, you have medical background. Do we really need 2 kidneys? Yeah, think about it. Do we? Not really. Are vegans allowed to kill other humans? Good question. But yeah, if you have 2 of something in your body and you will still be fully functioning with only one thing in your body, then I consider that a spare part. If someone told me that how I could sell my kidney, right? Liver grows back, so always take half out of it. You're giving me a business ideas. But if someone told me how I can actually sell one of my kidneys, I would. I wouldn't even think about it. I was like, bring me the money, here's my kidney. Just make it look so the scar is not too visible. Because that's a spare part. I will not notice it in being missing. You can at least get money for donating blood or plasma. Well, here's the thing. I can't really donate blood. I tried. I did it a few times, but the problem is that I'm quite often anemic. Like, you know that I'm like, I suffer from like different stuff, like the permanent stuff, right? And for example, my endometriosis makes it that I oftentimes get into anemia, especially after the period. So, and it's not like it's going away after a few days. So, for example, when I went to for my surgery for endometriosis, they were in a pinch because that was like after like, I think it was like a week after the period, and they were like, holy hell, you're anemic as heck. We first need to feed you iron to be able to cut you open. And they did. They did feed me iron, and ever since I'm like permanently on iron supplements. And it usually takes a lot of time for me to bounce back from the anemia. So even like 2 weeks later, if I go to give blood, they just don't let me go through because they take this initial check, right? If you can give out blood, and they do like the instant test. And every single time they accuse me of just donating the same day or like a day before. And I'm like, bro, no. Just let me give blood. I also have like extremely low blood pressure, and that also created some weird stories. Because on those few occasions where they actually allowed me to give out blood, my blood pressure was so abysmal that even with like pumping, I could not like give even few drops. So they decided to double plug me, and I was plugged through like both arms and pumping to the point that I almost passed out from the pumping itself. And I spent there like, I think 2.5 hours until they actually got what they wanted. So yeah, if I could, I would. But so far, it's only been a time waste for me because, you know, I go there, I take like 2 hours in the queue just to be told, no, sorry, you are just too anemic to give her blood. So yeah, I just gave up. Also, for example, in Poland, you don't get money from donating blood or plasma. I know you do that, you get that in Germany, but it's not the case in Poland. You only get like some chocolate that is absolutely awful, by the way. A little bottle of juice, and that's it. Not even if you do it privately, yeah. The only thing you can donate privately in Poland that would give you the money is if you donated eggs. Like, if you're female and you donate your eggs. I don't know if it also works with sperm. I was never, like, checking it out. But I know that the private fertility clinics actually give you money. But it's also not that much for all the effort that you need to put to be able to give out that egg. And because I'm on the medication, I cannot. But it gives you, like... 1,000 euro, and you could do it like once a year or something. And you need to like keep a healthy diet and stuff like that. In Austria, a friend of mine literally kept himself above water by donating blood plasma twice per week. Ah, I wish that was the case here. And I wish I could do that. But yeah, if I could, and if I even got money out of it, that's even better. But a day off from work is also manageable. If I could donate my kidney and get even money from it, even better. I registered myself to the how's it called? The thing that is inside the bones. How's it called? That thing that is inside the bone? Marrow. Marrow, thank you. The bone marrow. So I registered myself as a potential donor for bone marrow. Yes. So far I wasn't contacted, but also my name changed. Like my first name changed in the meantime. And I tried to update them on that. And they didn't allow me. Like their system didn't allow me. And their support ditched me. So they have very, very outdated data on me, which I literally just cannot update. And every time I tried, because we have like this personal ID number, right? So I even tried to register again, but then they tell me we cannot register you because a person with that personal ID already exists in the system. And I'm like, okay, so could you remind me the data or like help me get my account back? No. And I'm like, God damn it. You want to help out and you
俺は
cannot.
十数年間ナシャタウンでお前たちのスパイとして働いてきた。それでも
お前が全財産をナシャタウンにいた十数
He
年の
looks like a
間
bee.
お前には悪くない暮らしをさせてやったはずだぜ。たった一回の簡単な任務で実家に帰る自由を取り戻せるんだ。
第11隻を捕らえる計画はあと一歩のところで何度も邪魔。家族が襲撃される芝居はもう嫌だというなら
I'm actually
それで
curious.
もいいだろう。次は君に直接やっ
If
て
I
もらう。
did the widget in a way that you could hold the chips inside of the roulette and the winner would get it all. But I need to think how to code it. It's been a while since I heard someone did a proper name change. These days it's only gender change as well. Oh, yeah, so a small backstory of mine. My biological father, the only thing he did in my life is give me the name that I never liked and then disappear. I mean, I had few contacts with him, but he's not a good person at all. And that name was like a shadow over me for my entire life. And ever since I got, like, you know, that I... Okay, we're gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait out the ad. I mean, I guess it would be nice if I said something as we wait out the ad, right? So I'm gonna give you a short work story in the meantime. Finished? Oh, perfect. I mean, for me, it says that it's still for 2 minutes, but I'm glad that it's done. So, yeah, my biological father is generally not a good person. He just gave me the name and then disappeared. Nice promotion. All you need is for $5. I see you want to make sure that you'll also like the PR manager like Fankara. Okay, so he's generally not a good person, and he only gave me a name and then just disappeared. I had few times contact with him. It never ended well. I also got into a lot of trouble because of him. But yeah, the name he gave me never stuck to me. Like, I was, ever since a child, I was using nicknames. Even if I think I was 4 and I had this stupid silly name for French fries, and I preferred people to call me that than my actual name, even as a kid. I would use my second name when I was in elementary school. I would use a different name when I was like, I just wanted to get rid of this name at all costs, right? And around junior high school, a name actually stuck to me. I felt good with it. Everyone was calling me that name. It fitted me. I felt good with it. So my teachers in my school are actually very nice. So I could mark all my tests with my new name. I would have my notebooks signed with my chosen name, right? I mean, obviously the state exams I had to still put under my original name, but I had this like sense of normality and I could feel okay with it. And after I finished school, I went to the office, to the magistrate office, and I wanted to make a formal change. And they denied me. They denied me. I brought like letters, I brought witnesses, I brought my tests from the school, and they're like, oh, this is not enough because it doesn't show that you're using it in a formal manner. And I'm like, how the heck are the tests from school not a formal manner? What do you mean? Yes, they can deny you if they decide that your evidence is not good enough. And I went to the uni, and after 2 years at uni where everyone was still using my name, not my original name, I got even more evidence that I'm using this name on day-to-day basis, right? So I went to the magistrate again, and this time there was a different lady, and she just looked at like that I had like letters from like a few years ago, a test from like uni, a test from like school, and she was like, oh yeah, sure, obviously we accept that change. You will get your new documents in 3 weeks. So yeah, I don't have like, only my high school diploma is on my original name. I mean, I could get it with my new one, but that's hassle. So now when I'll be moving to Germany, I need to translate not only my high school diploma, but also the decision of changing the name. But I have that in my birth certificate, so that's fine. And yeah, all the documents, everything I have on my name, the one that fits. So yeah, you can change your name legally, not only surname. It might sound spooky, but yeah. And yeah, they can deny you if you meet a little, I don't want to use that word, but that first lady that was there was a bitch to deny me with all the evidence that I had, and that was heartbreaking for me. So for example, I do understand trans people a lot when they are upset about being not seen for how they feel, or being denied some like basic human right. I'm pretty sure it's much easier to change your name here in Germany, lol. It is. It definitely is. Unironically, it is. But yeah, I remember how devastating it is when I get denied for the first time, and I kind of feel some people when they are not acknowledged. It was pretty heartbreaking. I just sat in the park that day and I was crying because I was like, but this is me. This is me. Why did you deny me being me? Might be biased, but 90% of government workers are bitches and bastards. Which is surprised because like they have like guaranteed work to some extent, right? Usually have a shorter days. Like I checked some, like, you know that I had to do a lot of like administrative stuff right now, right? After my stepdad situation emerged. And I checked some like offices and stuff, and they work between like 10 to 3 p.m. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and that's their day work. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? When the heck I'm supposed to come visit you and organize my stuff when you literally work in the middle of my work day? At least those that have a modicum of power, they will abuse the hell out of it whenever it's possible. That's true. The average worker tends to be helpful, which I had the last time I was taking out my birth certificate, because they gave it to me without me waiting for the city where I was given when I was born into to give them response. But the higher the person in the government structure is, the more awful they are. Not all of them, right? Like, we don't do the generalization here, but quite a lot of them are. He looks like a bee and I cannot shake all this from myself. I mean, I also know quite a few good government workers. For example, my landlady. Like, you know, she's been super supportive in my current situation and she already helped me out a lot. She's also a government worker. They exist. The good government workers exist.
なんか言ったか俺にはできない。何度も助けてくれた恩人を裏切って娘の前で平然と振る舞うなんて。
I mean, also keep in mind that they might be frustrated because oftentimes they cannot do something because of how the law works. And if there's like 10 people coming and asking them to do something that seems to be super easy, but from their perspective is not, because it requires a lot of steps and approvals. And they literally cannot or cannot bend the rules for everyone. They might get frustrated too. I mean, my best friend is a finance official. Speaking about finance officials, I had that stupid time of my life where my ex-fiance said that I should make like a one-person company. I don't know how it's called in English or how is it called in general, but you know, when you don't work on like permanent agreement with your job, but you have like invoices and you invoice your company. So he had some freelance gigs and he couldn't get into that like the invoice thingy, so he convinced me to do it. And sure, that was going pretty well. I was also having my own gigs and it worked. And at some point I didn't need it anymore, so I closed it off. And I moved to another city, and half a year later I got a letter from the tax office saying that I owe them a shit ton of money for all this time, from the time I closed my company to the time I got the letter, in taxes. And if I don't pay it off in 7 days, I go to jail. And I was a poor student. So I got completely numb, and I managed to call the tax office in my city, and in general I should be the one coming there to figure it out, but the lady that I called was actually an angel, and she went through great lengths, and that same day, without me stepping a foot in the tax office, it was solved. Apparently it turned out that when you change the taxation office, because for example you change the cities, the data at that point was put into the PC manually, and someone just forgot to check mark that the company is closed. Is that even legal on such a short notice? It isn't, but apparently because the data was wrong in the form that they put in the computer, they were sending me notice to the flat that I was not occupying anymore. We had to deal with a lot of assholes from other branches, yeah. I mean, all type of works have assholes in them. I'm sometimes an asshole at my work. Like my PMO said yesterday, am I tripping? Am I delusional? Am I insane? Am I going mad? Or this is like not how it should look like? And I'm like, at least in that case, you don't appear to be mad, insane, or delulu. Like when you fired the poor guy who was just a funny thing. I actually checked him out, right? Me too. Currently, I'm trying to get my boss fired since he's an actual asshole. So I checked out that guy a few times because he's currently on a bench, right? So he doesn't have a project, and he's offline for 7.5 hours per 8-hour workday. He just logs in once a day to check his mail. Unironically, which is not that far from what he was doing when he had a project. So he's still limit testing.
ならここでお別れだな。
Oh no, they're gonna kill him. Also, that guy has insanely pretty eye color. Not this one, the blue one, blue-eyed one.
イネファ、旅人。
That is a very, very nice shade of blue.
制御装置。あれ。
本物を渡すと思ったのか。
We only found two
それはこの檻の位置を
two
把握
diaries,
するため
right?
の信号装置でしかない。お前たちのことはこの遺跡に潜入
Also,
した
there's
時から
something that
監
I
視していた
missed.
んだよ。
I have no income currently. I plan to sub her the first time I will start work. You don't have to. But thank you, Brainstack. That's very cute. Also, your presence is also helpful always.
よくやったな、タクシー。これでお前の任務も終了だ。お前のおかげでこいつらが最後どこで立ち止まるか。
俺はまた利用されたのか。
There's always this moment. I mean, 8 out of 10 quests in Genshin, we give this moment where someone was like played and they get on their knees.
遺跡の半分を使ってエネルギーを供給している。
俺たちは雄たけびを上げて突っ込んでいくしか能がない連中とは違う。そこにいるかつての領主には
進むべき道。ここにはもう道の。
ああ。だが、ここはまだ領地の中心部には程遠い。予測では、この先の道を開く鍵は領主が持っている。
協力します。ですから、イネファン、こんな奴ら。あなたたちがここに来たのは私のせいです。それに、ご心配には。
さすがはかつての領。
バリアを解除したら、とりあえず今はこの中で。
ここに来る途中、こいつらは何か目印を残したかもしれない。人を
全部俺のせいだ。
なんだ。誰がバリアを起動した。
ありえない。遺跡のエネルギーはこいつらの動き。
まさか。
しっかり捕まってください。
Robbed us?
ずっと足元にあったのか。
No. Yeah, he dropped us.
すごい深さだ。旅人、イネファン、大丈夫か？私は異常ありません。
足を怪我したようだ。
助けて
I
くれ
mean,
たのはありがた
understandable.
かったけど、ちょっと。
Oh, she changed her
ま
face.
た戻ったぞ。
もう
And
そ
now
の
she
機械
changed
に頼
again.
る必要はない今はファディがあんたたちを閉じ込めるた
Put
め
him
に
down.
全エネルギーを使ってくれたおかげだよ
大丈夫だ。少し休めば治る。
ですが、ファデュイたちが追ってくるかもしれませ
He
ん。
will definitely follow us down here.
あ、非元気兵だ。
領地の真相はまだ私の支配下にある
イネファ、旅人。
第11隻自分が選んだ道については思い出せた
Will we find at least one more diary?
私はここで生まれたようです。どういうことでしょうか。ここはあなたの領地のはずなのに。
あんたはここで生まれたんじゃないここで生まれ変わったんだ第11隻 人間よ。第11隻を呪ったのは誰か。以前そう尋ねていたね。その答え、
私、
あの長きにわたる戦争は私たちの敗北で終わった。あんたは戦争を生き残ったが、自分の帰る場所を
I'm
失
sorry,
っ
I
た。
absolutely forgot how to pronounce you. Aochior? Aochior? I wonder what Google would tell me if I asked about pronunciation. I have smooth brain, so forgive me. Okay, let's go Google translate. And we put that word. It says that it's from Hindi. Let's see. That doesn't sound correct. I mean, given the pronunciation here, I think I could go for like Aochihir or something like that. Also, the translation from Google doesn't make sense.
竜として守り続けた誇りも、領主として授かった土地も、
So she
人
did
類
it
を
out
引き
of
裂く
broken
復讐を
hearts.
果たす。新たな帰る場所を見つける。無数の問いかけと葛藤の中で、あんたの意識は二つに分裂した。人類への復讐を望む領主と、
意識を狂気に蝕まれた領主が力と記憶を失って、
Okay, the more we learn about Inefa, the less sad I am that we pulled her.
領主にとって己の霊落はそれほどまでに認めがたいことだった。そして矛盾は苦痛の中で、かつての敵であるリアンカと一気に、つまり領主としての過去から抜け出し、分かった。その憎しみに満ちた記憶があなたの抜き出したい矛盾な。
つまり私こそが矛盾。
領主の意識は私たちによって切り離され、
領主は
彼女が残した呪いは別だ。今でも消えることなく。
つまりあれが領主の残した呪い。
It's not like a shadow of her old self.
じゃあそいつとイネファは
思考なる領主の本質は非現技術で構築された意識。領主と矛盾は異なる実態に宿っている。あんたたち人類にとってはほとんど異なる二つの存在と言えるだろうね。けど意識のつながりや呪いの影響を断ち切るには、この私が呪いの苦痛に
Remember when I
苛ま
said
れ
that
て
the
いた
blue-haired girl on the
リアンカは知識と記
carpet
憶の
looked
ほとん
like
ど
the
を切り
girl
離
from
すこと
the
で、
summer
私
event
を滅びゆく
a year
運命か
ago?
ら救ってくれ
Now
た。
I noticed that Inefa actually has the same hairstyle. It's just that she's more robotic. So I guess the girl on the carpet was
彼
her,
女の心はまだ
just
完
less
全ではな
robotic.
い。改造が完了する前に落ち感に気づかれないよう、リアンカはこの遺跡を封印し、急いであんたをナタから送り出した。だが遺跡が封鎖された後も私は休まなかった。あんたに必要。
落ち感の時代からってどんだけ前の話だ。
I just looked at your numbers. And it's actually insane. Back part 2. Actually, back part 2.
2000年以上もずっとフ
ァデュイという人間たちが先にやってきたのは予想外だった。奴らは幸い、リアンカはあんたのコアに一部の権限を残している。そしてあんたが完全な状態に戻ると同時に、かつての道のりを再び歩む覚悟ができたら。
It was a lot to take in. Paimon, you don't have to wrap your head around it.
悪いロボットがいたけどプログラムにエラーが発そして悪い人格はいい人格に呪いをかけた。 帰る場所について考えると、ヒヒ、オイラだって成長してるんだぜ。
You did mean it as a
今の
compliment.
本当に褒めてた。
呪い。無視推測と一致しますし、今まで
あいつの言った通り、奥に行ってみるか。
上層部の出口はファデュイが権限を握っています。あなたたちを地上に返すには、それに私も知りたいのです。
Maybe she can. I mean, the thing that she. Wait a second, let me phrase it so it doesn't sound dumb. The only thing that she's forgetting is that she always has a choice of who she is, right? How is he lore relevant? Ouch. Can we help? Like, I don't want to leave that little robot here with that guy. Oh, we actually had to help. Good. Wait, the chest. Are you stuck, little boy? Bye. I'm not talking with you. You are kind of our enemy. Can I actually get any phlogiston here? Please, I beg. I have none. I have no fuel to ride my shark.
少しお待ちください。確認第二権限者、第三権限者の身元を確認しました。
Okay, you confirmed everything. Thank you. I wonder what kind of weapon I could give to her. Or a mirror of the dawning morn is actually such a cool name.
第8席。大丈夫です。もう正常に戻りました。
またあの呪いの影響か。そんな輪廻の中を一人で2000年も耐えてきたとは。
一人ではありません。ずっと付き添ってくれる
その苦難もじきに終わる。さあ。
What if it's a
ゴール
trap?
に近づいたら、かつての第11席は記憶データ。もし私が全てを思い出したら。
絶対。
ええ。ですが、全てを思い出しどうか。私が帰るのを。
What if she'll become a treacherous robot? Oh my dear lord. That's gonna take us ages to get there.
大丈夫だ。イネファはきっと無事に帰れるぞ。
Back home.
あれがあんたの受けた呪い。
そのようですが、なぜかここに入ってただ大事な記憶を。
誰かに操られていると。
領主、もう一人の私、彼女は消滅したはずでは。
1000年、2000年、この1000年ぶりですね。私。
イネファは大丈夫なのか。
Also, like, she doesn't really look maid-like. She looks kind of like a general or something.
ほう、ここが。
あ、ファデュイ、追ってきてたのか。どうするんだ。
What
その
in
必
your
要
way?
はない。
Huh?
これは
No way.
致命傷は避けたか。だがその怪我でこれを避けられるか
We
な。
actually have to fight her. Language in here too.
あの声ってまさか。
リアンカの母第8席ふん滑稽だな。いやしい虫けらども。本当に改造なんてものが存在し、あの恥ずべき裏切り者を破滅から救う。過食
Will
と
we
野蛮
actually
の
have
司
to
祭
fight
が
the
2000
playable
年前
character? We
我
haven't
々
done
の
that
手で
since
処
like,
刑
I
さ
don't
れ
know,
た。
right,
そ
right
れ
in
が
the
反逆者
Shogun.
の末路。お前たちの言う母など初めから存在。さあひざまずけ。私は13の至高なる領。
そんな。オイラたちと話してたやつも、イネファをここに来させたやつも、
She looks so cool.
イネファふんなんと滑稽な名だ。
つまり領主としての過去から抜け、
私は呪いによって矛盾の抵抗を弱め、その意識を封じて妄言を断ち切
分かった。その憎しみに満ちた記憶があなたの抜き出したい矛盾な。生まれた時から悪事を働く者なんていない。少なくとも私はそう信じている。
善悪。はっ、敵と味方の区別もつかない愚かな。ふんあの裏切り者の遺物を使わずとも矛盾を切り離せるなら、こんな虫けらと付き合う必要は。自らの手で善とやらを破壊したと気づいたその時こそ。
リアンカ、本当に信じるの？
あなたは十分よくやってくれたわ。最後の封印は私と彼女。メンテナンスと排水用の水路よ。正規の通路としては登録され。
矛盾、人間、お前らこの私を騙したのか。
無理を言わないで。これでも昔の私と比べたら十分正々堂々やったわ。そもそも先に私たちを騙そうとしたのは、自分の代わりにこの子を破滅させようとしたのはあなたでしょ、領主。
許さん。賠償な矛盾よ。その呪いは天が崩れ、この世界が2000年前にこうしておくべきだった。この矛盾をさっさと排除しておくべきだった。1000年、2000年、長きにわたり囚われてきた私は、自分の意識を一歩また一歩と着実に誘導し、この領。
Is she gonna rip her heart
リアン
apart?
カはあんたのコアに一部の。さて、あの愚かな小娘が残した再生と帰還を果たすのは、お前たちを片付けて。
Yeah, but we're not humans. Hello. Come to do vengeance on us.
矛盾め、まだ無意味なあがきを続ける。
思い通りにはさせません。
愚かな。お前の抵抗など数秒あれば抑え込める。
数秒十分です。
何。
Ain't no way she's gonna die here.
やめろ。
Surely Ceylon can repair her, right? Right? I think she'll be delighted.
驚くことはない。私も傀儡様の作品だがこの結末は最後にもう一度火を灯してあげよう。彦竜に作られし者の栄光を。
Well, you're always going for the Akamega kill approach. I know the title, I don't know the reference.
さすがは変数。傀儡様が注目しただけのだが新品種。狂気に飲まれた思考なる漁師を目の前にし
私の帰還をいいだろ私と共に地下で眠れ
Well, we all shall be buried till the end of time. 12 main characters die in 20 episodes. I mean, this is what we have in other Koyo games too, right? Oh wait, I messed up. I messed up severely. Ouch. I'm continuing to mess up. Everyone must do. What the hell? With one in your death. What the? I think I need to watch that. Will I cry? That's the important question. Will I cry if I watch that? You most likely will cry, okay. Maybe I will finish the coroner diary first. I felt like they killed them too fast. I mean, in my journey to you or journey to love, I don't remember, like there were two C-dramas with very similar title released almost at the same time. In one of them they killed everyone, including main characters, in the span of 3 episodes. Like 25 people dead. It was glorious. I cried all those episodes. She's not robotic here. At least not that robotic. Not enough time to get invested. Yeah, that's why C-dramas invest you in like 25 episodes and then give you 5 episodes of everyone dying left and right. They know what they're doing. So I can I can smell French fries. You like them, want to get to know them better, and then suddenly they're a bit shorter by the neck. That's such a cute cutscene because it has slightly different vibe than other ones that we've seen. Wild Hunt. Oh. That's the key memory. It has to be. accidentally enter the world of Genshin, damn elves. I mean, it is heavily, like, entire Not Cry and Nyaehh are influenced by Slavic, German, and Nordic. So yeah, Wild Hunt is a big part of it. We will literally have a character that is named Yagoda, which means blueberry, so something for Flancata. Yeah, Not Cry too. It's like the outskirts, I think. Say that again. That we will have Yagoda as a playable character, and Yagoda means blueberry. No, it's not. Yagoda. Yeah, Jedi nailed the spelling of it. No, Yagoda in general in Polish and majority of the Slavic languages is a berry itself. But for example, in Polish and Russian, if you say Yagoda, then you refer mostly to blueberries. Unless you specify that you talk about Yagoda as a fruit. Wait, what? Strawberries are nuts? What the hell? Also, after that, I need to go feed cats because they're slowly destroying the apartment. I mean, I gave them food right before the stream, right? But I guess that wasn't enough. My mother is from a village called Yagoda. My mom wanted to name me Yagoda. That would be cool. I would have a character. I mean, I do have a Hoyo character named after me. I mean, the other way around. I do have a Hoyo character share the name with me. So I guess I would also have another character sharing a name with me. Inefa, you get to run with us. 30 minutes, no, I think seconds. Yeah.
みんな大丈夫か？非元気兵が急に動かなくなったぞ。それに
予測では仮想部崩壊まで残り20秒。
We got around. I mean, I don't think we're getting out there in 30 seconds. The small nuts and the meaty stuff are the actual fruit with the strawberries. What? You get to draw it for me. I'm too stupid to comprehend. Yagoda is strawberry for the real language? No, actually, now I'm curious. Okay, Mavuika. Pipe down, we gotta check something. So in Russian, Yagoda is still just a berry. Okay, let me tell you this. Blueberry in Croatia is borovnica. Borówka in Polish is something completely different. But this is what Google AI gave me, which is absolute bullshit. Wait a second. In Russian, Yagoda translates to berry, while the Polish word Yagoda can also mean strawberry. Which is not how it works. You would never call strawberry jagoda in Polish. Because strawberry in Polish is truskawka. So, no. Yeah, Google AI is dog, it is. Jagoda is a gender-neutral surname or and feminine given name, especially common in Poland and Croatia. It means berry or strawberry in Slavic languages. Okay, so to clarify, if my mom gave me the name Jagoda, that would not mean strawberry, that would mean blueberry. Or a berry itself.
しかし、もしこのまま動きがなければ、私が何とかしよう。
解除できたの？
いや、自力で出てきた。
Oh, in the box, a blueberry VTuber model. And let me quickly change my colors from teal to blueberry.
すぐ崩れたのが下層部だけでよかったぜ。大丈夫か？兄弟。
さすがはトゥマイに。イネファも一緒ということは、探し求めていた答えははい。
I mean, blueberry, that would be pretty easy because I could just do like a circle and give it some expressions,
あな
right?
た、私とアリエッタをずっと騙してきたの？十数年間も。
Oh, that's a divorce angle.
まずは、この御人とイネファに物語の全貌を。
Infinitesimally shorter space. What is even that word? Infinitesimally. What does it mean? I clicked.
諸行の鏡、家食と矢羽の司祭。
Infinitesimally means extremely and immeasurably small. Okay, yeah, that made sense. Hardly anything.
アハウはかなり多くのことを忘れてるようだな。
君はナタで生まれた後、2000年もの間、などくらいをさまよい続けていたのか。
2000年も記憶データを積み重ねてきたからこそ、呪いの限界を超えることができたんだろうね。
私も、イキさんも、リアンカさんも、成功させる自信はありませんでした。
過去のことを思い出した今。お前は自分の帰る場所を。
A word you literally would only ever use to sound much smarter than you actually are, pretty much. I mean, it's not only Hoyo writers, it's also translators, right? But hey, we've learned a new word.
諸行の鏡のように過去に執着していては、彼女たちの思いが無駄になります。ですから私は、彼女たちが望んだ通り、自分の選んだ道を。
そうか。
結局、あの暗号図。完全に。
Alright, we still have a message.
短時間に多くの記憶データを取り戻したため、処
Usually
理し
it's
暗号
working
図は
today, Holly.
外での清掃中になくさないよう、火翼の集いに置いてあります。
すまない。俺はずっと嘘。北国銀行は、などくらいの特務隊は。
バカ！私たちをずっと騙しておいて、このままいなくなるつも
Oh,
り。
that's actually not a divorce angle. If I want to describe something with hardly anything in existence, I would say Twitter brain.
どうやら少し冷静になる時間が必要みたいだな。
How do I buy Wilbur
ファディ
stuff?
が心配なら、火翼の集いにとどまったらどうだ？かつての
Maybe
敵でも
one
かつ
day
て
we'll
の友人でも構わ
expand.
ない。
Maybe we'll.
火翼の集いはすべてを受け
You
入れる。
know what? I was actually
お前たち
thinking.
には
Okay,
まだ
Chaska,
長い
please,
未来
because I
が
want
待ってる。
to share my idea. Thank you. So, you know, maybe Giga, the VTuber, she has this system with guilds that the viewers are divided into 3 guilds. And every day, for example, as you do taxes, they do the taxes for their guild. And after like each week, they are judging the gifts from each guild. So I was actually thinking about doing something with the stocks. But right now we only have Wilbo's stocks. Tax Division Guild. So I would kind of need to think about some like competitive value to Wilbo stocks. And maybe so it's not like attached directly to the name, we could have like Wilbo could like pick a name for the stock of his. So we could have like two competitive forces and we could see the stocks going up or down based on points. Yes, I know the dinner time soon. Wait a bit. I'm being meowed at. So yeah, we need to establish some competitive force. And then I will think about, I mean, I'll already start to think about it. About like the stock market.
自分の帰る場所を見つけなさい。
私はもう見つけました。
Must be so weird being like so old or like immortal and you meet the descendants of someone who is close to you and then you see them like the shadow of them, of your original friend. I would call them stargazer stocks. Oh, that is actually a good one. That is actually a good one because it also fits into the lore. Then, for example, given the lore, we could have something mirror related on the other side, right? So we have Nyaehh before the catastrophe, where she was actually related to stars in the sky. And then we have Nyaehh after the catastrophe, that is more a prisoner of the cyberspace. That would make sense. That would actually make sense. That's a good idea. Thank you.
それでパスワードは結局何なんだ？アディエッタはプラン B があるとか言ってたよ。回転部分の縁をご覧ください。
Read a casing that holds the combination code disk.
送り主がパスワードを刻んで。何何？1、2、3、4、5、6。
I know way.
これ。はい。
She's meowing like crazy because it's half an hour after the dinner. I mean, I literally gave them food at like what, 7, even though it was not the dinner time. But yeah, the timing of the dinner is sacred time. Surprises are best saved till the end, okay. Hi, unnamed music, how are you? It's time for some Prime stream content. You're waiting for it, right? You're waiting for it. The highlight of the day. Good night. Okay, good night, unnamed music. Dear Honorary Knight Honeyfry Tofu, I've heard a lot about you. Jean's always singing your praises. To the Honorary Knight Honeyfried Tofu, hi there, I'm Varka. If that doesn't ring a bell, I'm the Grand Master of the Knight of Favonius. I've heard a lot about you. Jean's always singing your praises. For all the good you've done to Mondstadt, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's a real shame that I'm away on an expedition and haven't had the good fortune of crossing paths with you, but it seems that fortune's about to smile on me real soon. You might have heard that we finally settled down and not cry. Well, half settled. The factions here are quite a tangled mess and a real devil to navigate, but no hardships ever stalled the north wind. I've met a few reliable companions and I'm planning to introduce you to them. One of them is the messenger right in front of you. I'm sure you two will be fast friends. As for enemies, well, they're everywhere. We've got the Abyss Order and the Vatui, not to mention loyalties at risk of flip-flopping at a moment's notice. Given your experience, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, now that I can see the bottom of my mug, I'm going to stop here. These words will likely be as dull to read as they were to write. Instead, let's talk more over a glass of wine sometime. See you not cry. Varka. P.S. If you're really heading over, you'd be You'd best lace up your boots. It's a world apart compared to Mondstadt. P.P.S. I forgot the most important thing. Once you're in Nordkrai, come to look for me at the flagship. It's a tavern. I'll look out for you as a Grand Master shoot for his honorary knight. Am I right? Expedition for 4 years already. I need literally 20 minutes of walking to get there. I mean, they were also in other locations, right?